Good morning, fellow wet shavers. It is Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Brian with Wet Shave Experience. If you're new here, hope you like what you see. Consider subscribing below. If you've been here before, welcome back and thanks for watching. Today I'll be using Oleo Soap Company, which now I think is Chicago Grooming Company, Oleo, along with their matching splash. I will be using the Haircut and Shave Company N075 with the third use Gillette 7 o'clock yellow blade. I have my bowl. I've got a PAA Aerolite brush that I'm getting some water on right there. And this is my first use of any of their products. I picked this up a while ago. I think I bought it on one of the BST sites from my buddy Josh, actually. And I bought the soap and I liked the smell of the soap, and he didn't have the splash. I ultimately found somebody that listed the splash, so I was able to pick up the splash as well to get a matching set, because if you watch my videos, I am OCD about matching splash and soap. This is based on Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb. It's a very good scent. I actually like it quite a bit. It's a little light. On the scent strength, I would say it's probably maybe about a 4-ish, but overall smells pretty good. So I'm looking forward to getting this lathered up and giving it a try. Like I said, never tried their products before, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So got some on here. It's a little bit of a harder soap. Not the spoon. It's not as soft as some of the others, but it still will spread in the bowl just fine. So I'm gonna lather up and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. And I got quite a bit. It's hard to see in there because you may not be able to see the depth of the bowl, the light. But for the amount of soap I put in there, I got a huge amount of lather. So I think if I was ever in a lather battle, this could very well be the soap I might choose. Typical amount of soap I put in there, but much more lather than I usually get, I think. Maybe not much more, but definitely more. All right, but it smells good. I like it. Oops, dropped the soap. Just putting the cap on there. Again, the only thing is the scent strength is not bold and banging, but it's there, and it smells good. So let's get going. Got the day off tomorrow, which will be nice. Don't have a whole lot. Won't have a crowded house, that's for sure. Although my mom is coming over. She's kind of part of our little pod, if you will, or our group. And really, that's it. So my wife, 2 kids. I think my stepson is going to be with his dad, and then my mom. So definitely it's just a ton of soap. It was took a little bit more effort to lather, just because the soap itself is a little harder. So sometimes I find when the soap is a little harder, when you're bowl lathering anyways, you gotta press it down harder. And so it's definitely thicker in the bowl, and then takes a lot more work to kind of get that emulsified and get the soap going. All right, so I thought I would just try third use on this blade. I put a brand new blade in on Monday. So I typically get 3 to 5 uses out of a blade, depending on the blade. So I figured, well, I'd kind of just test it out on a third use today. And seems to be cutting just fine. This razor, honestly, is just so smooth. The soap, I don't know if I've underhydrated a little bit. You can see it left some soap on there. So to me, when I get that, I usually feel like that's underhydration. It's not quite as slick as some of the other soaps. I can go back over some areas, but I don't feel the residual slickness. But again, it could just be underhydration. I don't honestly see I have to be careful not to go in at too steep of an angle with this thing. If I do, I definitely feel the blade. I haven't cut myself with it yet, but definitely feel it catching. If I come in too, they give you a steeper angle so you're more flat. If I come in too much, oh yeah, I can start to feel the blade. All right, first pass down. I'm going to put some extra water on my face and try to work that into the soap a little bit more. I mean, I got all this lather and I'm still potentially underhydrated, so. Definitely work some more water in there. Oh, got my ear. Looks a little shinier, more sheen to it maybe. Extra water. Just kind of concentrating on the feel of the razor and the angle here. This razor is just nice. think this will probably be the last use of this blade. Definitely easy to overshave with this, I think. I mean, it's so smooth. And yesterday, Monday used it for the first time. Felt like I was more BBS later in the day, even towards bedtime, than normal with my carb. And I felt the same way yesterday. I mean, and last night. So ultimately, I'm gonna have to probably just use my carb again and try to maybe use the C or D plate. See if I can get more BBS. I think, you know, I had the C and D plate with it, and I used it, the C and D plate, a couple times, but I think it was in the beginning, I was learning to shave. It was really my first. I bought the Mercure and the King C Gillette, but I bought the carb shortly after, and so it was kind of my first premium razor purchase, if you will. And so I just kind of settled on that, and then I was still learning to shave, and I think I settled on the B plate because it's a little less blade. It's neutral blade exposure, so a little less blade feel, a little less aggressive, I guess, than the C and the D plate. So I kind of ended up with the B plate, but maybe it's time to go back and revisit the C and D plate on that, given my experience with this razor. So there's a thing of saying, I don't really see a whole lot of Oleo, and I'm new in the community, so I don't see a lot of their stuff in like Shave of the Days or things like that. So I don't know a lot about them, and I think they're changing their name, or have changed their name to Chicago Grooming, or it's both. I don't really know the story on that. I did see though where I think Mammoth, which I don't have any of their soaps or experience with Mammoth. Yeah, I definitely could have used a new blade. It's sharp, but tuggy. Anyways, I think I saw something where they're teaming up with Mammoth. I don't know if that's just to make the balm, but I think they teamed up with the balm, made the balm for like the Stones and Restore release, if I'm not mistaken, which I did not get. I don't know, neither of those scents on paper spoke to me. And it's a bit of a premium purchase. I think that's good. You know, easy, totally easy to overshave. What's this? I think if you're not careful. So I don't know going forward if it's just a splash or a soap and splash venture. Somehow they have a collaboration going on, I think. Okay, we're gonna call that good. Some odd angle cleanups. And I'm gonna call that good. I think. Wet the face. Okay. Man, I still have so much lather left in there. Definitely would have needed less soap. I'd be interested to see, maybe this my bowl out here, if there's still soap in there. Yeah, so I still have like, is that, yeah. So it still had like soap on the sides. So the soap was harder, and I tried to spread it out as best I could, but I still had like, I knew I probably would, but I had so much lather I didn't worry about it. But really had to work a little bit there, beat it like I hate it, as DK would say, to get the soap in there. So I'll wash that out after, but let's get the splash on. Let's see how that is. See if the scent on the splash is any stronger than the soap. I had not previously smelled Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb. Again, I was never really into fragrances, so all these dupes, and I'm finding that I kind of like dupes. Ooh, that's a sting on that one. Smells good though. You know, I like this one. Anyways, I'm finding that a lot of the scents I like are dupes, so maybe I should have been a fragrance guy. Anyways, so overall, super happy with the Haircut and Shave Company brush yet again. The Oleo soap I thought was good. I really like the scent. The Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb, and the base was fine. I wouldn't say it's the slickest base that I've used or the best one, but it was certainly adequate to help me with my shave, and it worked just fine. All right, hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post a video tomorrow or not, depends on how late I sleep in. So if I don't post one, and please have a great and safe Thanksgiving, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.